The future is here. EGYM has arrived and swept the great nation and made all the useless conventional gym equipment redundant. Or has it?
Future!
Let's start with what is EGYM? Well, we can forget about all the banging and crashing of those weights. All we get to hear is the sweet, sweet noise of those motors purring. EGYM stands for electric gym. So everything is powered by motors and smart computer stuff on the screen that I don't really know how it works. So you get your band, you make your account, you sync the account to the band, you tap into the machine and it tells you how to use the equipment. Then it will set you up with a strength test. From that strength test, it will then set your workout weight at a percentage of that, like a percentage of your 1 rep max. You can play a little game, kind of like Pac-Man, collecting coins, or you can have it in free mode. And it essentially does exactly the same as your conventional kit. So what's so good about EGYM? It's great for beginners. If you're a bit intimidated by the weights room, this is quite nice to come and use because it is a little bit less intimidating. Everything's set up for you, it's seamless, you don't have to think about it. Unless you're struggle a little bit with the technology, making the account might be a bit of a pain, but once that's done, it's done. You don't need your phone, you just go tap in and it's ready for you. It even gives you different training options. So depending on your goals, it will change up the modality. So it's got 5 different training modalities. It's got your regular, or you've got negative. So negative training where there are 2 parts to each lift. There's picking the weight up and dropping the weight down. We're always stronger when we put the weight down, so it will increase the weight on the second half of the lift. Then it's also got an adaptive mode, so this basically means as you go through your workout, it will slowly drop the weight so your intensity levels can stay the same. It's got an isokinetic mode, which it was described to us like a spring. It's essentially the more effort you put in on lifting the weight, the harder it's going to be on the back end of the lift when you're trying to put it down, and it wants you to control it through that. Vice versa, if you don't put much effort in, it won't be that heavy when you drop it down. And then finally, explonic or explosive. It just wants you to lift as hard and as fast as possible.
That's what she said!
So before, I already mentioned the game. The game is a great way it keeps you distracted. It also helps you focus on your tempo rather than what a lot of people that don't necessarily aren't maybe the term gym bros, people that aren't maybe serious lifters. They just come in, they might throw the weight around more than lift it and try and control it. Whereas EGYM kind of makes you focus on the tempo if you're playing the game because you want to collect as many coins as possible. But then it also distracts you from the lifting because you're thinking more about collecting coins. Because the way you collect the coins is by lifting. It's a weird psychological trick, I guess, but it works. It works. And obviously with lifting better and more controlled, brings the benefit of less chance of injury, which we all love to hear. And also, what I forgot to mention, when you set up, you have to do a height measurement, and from that height measurement, when you tap into the machine, it adjusts the machine for you. Simple as that. You don't have to keep getting up, moving the seat, trying to find out where it is, where it's comfortable. It's done. So with all that said, bundle that all up into one big point. It just lowers the barrier to entry for anyone wanting to get into fitness and into the gym. So what's not to love? Well, my intention with this video was I was going to do 1 month of using the EGYM and then come back and see if I was much stronger, if I felt better physically, I guess psychologically as well. But after 2 weeks, I got bored. It just didn't feel the same. I was sat in the gym ready to go and come and use this stuff, and then my mate said, yeah, I'm about to go train as well. I said, yeah, I'm going to go use the EGYM. Sat there for a second and thought, no, I'm not. I'm going to come and join you. I've been watching all these other people using the free weights, and it's good stuff. It just doesn't get you in the soul. So I did get a good pump. I just never felt satisfied at the end of a workout. I never felt fulfilled. I felt like the weights room was the Green Goblin mask, and I was Norman Osborn, and I could just hear them calling my name. They wanted me to come back.
Coward. We have a new world to conquer.
Now, all of this is just my subjective opinion. But, now I mentioned the machines adjusting to your height. Now, this is based on averages. But someone the same height as me might have longer legs and a shorter torso. So that means the machines will then need manually adjusting to suit that person. Only way to do that, you have to go and find a trainer, they have to come in, and then you have to slowly play with the machine again. Now, yes, I suppose once you've done it, it's set, but it is a bit of a hassle that you can't do it yourself. Range of motion. All of the machines are set to, I would probably say, when you start out, 80 to 90% full range of motion. So when I went round all the machines first, I've adjusted every single one so that I can get the best stretch out of it. Might not be for you, but I personally believe in full range of motion to get the most out of the movement. And maybe the biggest drawback of this is still, they're not magic. It still requires you to want to get into the gym. It still requires you to get up and get going. Whether it's easy when you get here to sort out or not is you still need to get here. This isn't the magic pill that's going to get you to where you want easier, because the hard part is just getting here in the first place. You still need to hold yourself accountable or find someone that will. So these machines, they won't replace the human touch. Now, when the guy came here to teach us how to use them and show us how to show people around, he kept telling us, these machines are better than conventional machines because they're not bound by gravity. Mate, doesn't matter if they're not bound by gravity. They're doing the same thing as the machines that are bound by gravity. That makes that point redundant. It just hurts my brain. Sorry, he just frustrated me with the stupid point he was making. So, the big question, is this the future? My answer, in short, no. No, it's not. Everything has its place in the gym. These were never intended to try and replace the old school way of barbells and dumbbells and cables machines. It's just another tool to add to your tool belt. You don't have to just use these or just use free weights. You can use both. If you feel like you get a better workout or a pump on the lat pull down here than a weight stack one, by all means come and use this. But it's not to replace it. It's to just add things to help you get to where you need to be or want to be. But if you do find the gym a bit intimidating, a bit of a scary place, this could be just for you. But perfect, a great place to start. And then you might build up the confidence once you start seeing results and think, you know what, I might be a bit adventurous. I'm going to go and check out the wondrous weights room with all the great free weights. And then you might realize, actually, this feels so much better. It feels maybe not the pump, but in the soul. It feels good in the soul. You know what I'm talking about. But if the problem is getting down to the gym in the first place, then maybe it's not the machines or the gym being an intimidating place to get to. Maybe it's not you holding yourself accountable. So that's where you need somebody else to intervene, like a coach or a friend. Whatever equipment you decide you want to use to train and reach your goals, as long as you're enjoying it, there's no problem. So get in, get after it, and smash your goals.